Hello and welcome to episode 12 of The Pilgrimage on FM23. My name is Jamie. Coming up on today's episode, I've got two games for you. We're away to Boreham Wood in our first game back in the National League, and then at home to York City. So let's get straight into the action, and I'll show you the team for our trip to Boreham Wood in just a moment. Okay, here is the team for that match away to Boreham Wood, and it is new signing Louis Molden in goal, the back four of Burko, Edwards, Burke and Coates, Glendon at the base of midfield, Devine and Weeks ahead of him, Stevenson on the left wing, new signing Kouyaté on the right, Willoughby up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, well, the assistant manager is suggesting that we tell the players that the pressure is all on the opposition and what do we have to lose, go out and cause an upset. Given that we're newly promoted, I think that's an entirely fair judgment. So we're going to outstretch the arms. In fact, no, we won't do that. We will point the finger and agree with him. And let's get into the match and see if we can pull off the upset. As always, first 10 minutes we'll see how things go and make our judgments based on that and the fact that we're not expected to win the game. And it's Chester in yellow, Boreham Wood in white. So it's a Chester attack, Weeks to Kouyaté. And Kouyaté's lost out and it's played over the top and Burke's missed it. Jolly with the shot. Charlie Jolly gives Boreham Wood the lead. It is Boreham Wood 1, Chester 0. And that is a disappointing start. So let's encourage to start with. We're not going to lose too much heart at this stage. We have had the better of the opening exchanges. The only thing missing is a goal. As you can see from the match momentum, it's been almost entirely Chester, and yet we find ourselves a goal down to their only shot on target. So let's demand more at this point. And we had a chance, but not taken. Yet another one, and this time we're facing a free kick from Andrade, and he's gone round the wall and it's been tipped over for a corner by new signing Louis Molden. So Andrade has a chance to swing in a corner. He doesn't, he swings it out in fact, and it's headed over for a goal kick, and the highlight ends. Andrade's free kick again, off the woodwork, and Molden is beaten to it. Maguire's cross headed away. Payne back to Lucero. Fifield, and then the highlight comes to an end. And Boreham Wood have roared out of have really come back into the match, although we've had the better of the last period in the first half. So all in all, do they deserve it? Maybe just about, but it's tight. So we've got plenty of optimism that we can turn this around. I want a much better display in the second half, and we're going to take Kieran Coates off and bring on Kyle John. And what else am I going to change? Probably nothing else at this stage. Probably just that. So let's demand more again. And see if we can get ourselves back in the game. So we're not a million miles away from being on level terms. But we need something to drop for us in this second half. demand more again. And I'm going to take Willoughby off. And we're going to bring on Lloyd Marsh-Hughes up front. So that'll be our second change. As Maguire cuts in, but Weeks beats him to it. Willoughby to Stevenson. Stevenson keeps going. He's being challenged for it, but he keeps the ball, sweeps it across to John into the area. John crosses, Weeks headed, and it's cleared, but Burke wins it back. Devine to Weeks, crosses for Stevenson, and his weak effort is easily saved by the Bournemouth keeper. But we're making a good fist of this second half, although we haven't got anything to show for it yet. Final change needed, and it's going to be Glendon coming off and Connor Branson coming on. Can we get one more chance? Let's go attack him for these final few minutes and see if we can garner one more opportunity. It's not looking likely. And indeed we don't, so it ends Bournemouth 1, Chester 0. I'll be back in a moment to show you the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode, at home to York City. And the team for this one is Maldon in goal. Back four of Kyle John, Burke, Edwards and Burko. It's Glendon at the base of midfield. Weeks and Kenyon ahead of him, Kouyaté on the right wing, Stevenson on the left, Willoughby up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, well my assistant is recommending that we emphasise the importance of home advantage. Yeah, I think that's probably right. I'm going to do it with no gesture this time. And that seems to have worked. So let's go into the match and see if we can claim a win in this one. And as always, first 10 minutes we're just going to see how things play out, not do anything unnecessary. We've started the better of the two teams marginally, so I'm going to drop an encourage and see how that works for the lads. They seem pleased with that largely, so I'm happy with that. And just looking at the match stats, York yet to have a shot, and we've got a corner. It's headed away. Kenyon picks it up, finds John, back to Kenyon, and he finds Glendon, back out to John on the right hand side. Lovely cross in, it's off the bar, and Fallowfield scrapes it away for York City. And it is end of highlight, unfortunately. So let's encourage again. We're playing really well at the moment, although we do now face a corner at the other end from York. It's cleared by Burke, only as far as Thomas, who finds the other Thomas. Fallowfield, and Winnell's effort is on target but saved by Louis Maldon. So it'll be another corner to York, and Kuyar, the header comes in from York, but it's wide. So let's try a demand more in a moment, as soon as we get the opportunity to do it. And let's start thinking about half-time subs. It's either going to be Burko or no one at all, and I think I'm going to go with no one actually. We've done alright in that first half, so I'm going to tell the lads if we keep playing like this we'll be fine, or something like that. Keep going and we can win this. Yeah, he's absolutely right. So let's start the second half. Let's encourage again, and that's gone down well. Willoughby's not playing that well up front, so we'll get him off now and bring on Marsh-Hughes. But other than that, I'm not going to make any changes at this stage. Let's go with the demand more. And next time we get the chance, I'll take Burko off. So John with the cross, Marsh Hughes with the header. It's over the top. So we'll get Burko off and bring Kieran Coates on. Not the ideal swap, but it'll do. And then we'll get Edwards off and Williams on. Can we go attacking and get a winner in the last few minutes? Demand more. We've got about 5 minutes to go. And I don't think there's going to be a final highlight. In fact, there is, but it's a York highlight and they've scored. And it is Chester 0, York City 1. And I agree with the commentator, that goal has won it for York. So we're going to end the episode with 2 defeats from our opening 2 games, which is desperately disappointing, but there it is confirmed. Chester 0, York City 1. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now for a first look at the league table of the season. And with 2 games gone and 2 defeats, we are in the relegation zone. We're in 21st place with no points. And let's have a look at what you can expect on the next episode. So I think we'll get a few games done. And in fact, let's have a quick look at the top end of the table. So Scunthorpe, Chesterfield, Altrincham are the leaders. Scunthorpe, Chesterfield and Altrincham. So I think it makes sense on that basis that we come back for Altrincham away and Barnet at home in mid-September. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.